machete was called kindness? And you are tuned into Absurdist News.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Absurdist News. I'm Marks.
I'm Max.
I'm Dave.
And here we're going to give you 5 crazy news articles, upon which one of them is fake news. You know, I was trying to think of something funny to ring this episode in, and then I realized Dave's hosting yet again. Woo!
That's right. The host
Hey,
with
we
the
don't know
host
what
is
the
here.
episode is.
I'm going to tell you right now what the episode is. You ready?
Oh, tell me
Lord.
right now what the episode is, Dave.
The episode theme is cats.
Ooh. Dude, my
Ooh.
cat died the other day.
Well,
Wow. What a transition.
That's the tie-in. But yeah, we put him down.
Well, I got to get
Saturday
rid of
morning.
article number 1. Max's cat is dead.
Article number 1, Max's cat is alive.
it's like, wait a second. Well, all right, cool.
So
So,
I
I guess felines?
Yeah,
Actually kind of a bummer.
it is cats. Yeah, I would imagine. So it is cats. I got a little inspired by the horrible Cats musical trailer. So I decided...
Dude,
I'm gonna
I'm
go with
weirdly
cats.
attracted to Taylor Swift in that.
All right. That's enough. That's enough out of you. Okay, everything you have spoken so far in this episode has been terrible. So enough from you. All right. So
We learned so much about Max on these
I'll
podcasts.
see you
We really
later.
do.
I'll see you later. I'll see you next episode, everyone.
that's right.
I'm kicked
So-
off.
Obviously, 5 articles. 1 is fake. Let's not waste any more time. Article number 1. And by the way, all these articles obviously revolve around cats, like this one. Cat divorce. Israeli man divorces wife over her 550 cats.
Holy shit.
A man from southern Israel is divorcing his wife because she adopted 550 pet cats. The unnamed man complained in his divorce docs that the hundreds of kitties hindered his home life at every turn. They blocked the entrance to the bathroom, swarmed the kitchen, and stalked him at mealtime by stealing his food off the table. And though the couple reportedly gave reconciliation a shot at the behest of the rabbinical court, the wife ultimately chose the cats over her husband, and the pair decided to go their separate ways. That's the article.
So
Okay.
she adopted 550 cats at once?
Assume so, yeah. It just says she adopted 550 pet cats.
That does seem how it reads.
It does.
I mean, but this could also be like as soon as one cat dies, oh, we need to get a new one. So like, there's always new cats, you know?
There's
No,
just
but-
constant death.
So listen, I read the article like 5 times, and nothing indicates that there was multiple trips. I'm assuming it's just one trip. 550 cats go with her.
Okay, let me
transport
pose.
that many cats.
Let me just pose a question here, Dave. Let's say you meet the woman of your dreams and stuff like that. Everything's going fantastic, and then like 3 months into dating, you know, you haven't seen her place yet because she's been a little weird about it. That's okay. But then she's just like, oh, by the way, I have 550 cats. What would you do?
She would clearly stop being the woman of my dreams. She will become the woman of my nightmares. And plus, I'm allergic to cats. So if I go in there, I'm dead.
Max, I think we just found out how we can kill Dave without anyone realizing.
Wait, no.
Yeah, let's just send them 550 cats. That's the fucking perfect plan, Marks.
I mean, it's the
this
perfect
was
plan for a
all-
divorce.
What if this was all an elaborate setup by Agent 47 from the popular video game franchise Hitman in order to take someone down, but then things went wrong, and the next thing you know, he like dipset and just put a Kijiji ad on there, and the next thing you know, this woman just stepped in and owns 550 cats.
Look, that guy is sneaky, but I don't think he's that sneaky. All right, 550
surprised.
cats seems a little too much.
Okay, but I think Marks put it in almost the wrong way. Because they were already, from how I'm listening to this article, they were already together. Then one day she comes home with 550 cats.
Yes, they
Like,
were,
she didn't have them beforehand.
Right. It was basically the first line of the article. A man from southern
Yeah.
Israel is divorcing his wife because she adopted
So-
550 pet cats. So
Let me turn this on its head a little bit. Dave, imagine you met the 550 cats of your dreams.
That would be
and you had to
impossible.
take them
Max.
home.
All right.
Would you take them home to where your husband lived?
No, and assuming that I won't have a husband, no as well. Just no, look,
There is so much that's not
Nope.
David. That's
no cats, no husband. All right, just throwing it out there. If you want a husband, good for you, not for me. All right.
okay, but also too, like something must like. Okay, if you were trying to get out of a marriage, this would be a pretty good way to do it. Except
No,
for the
you just
fact that
divorce
it's not.
them, Marks. You don't have to buy 500 cats to get out of a marriage.
I'm trying to think here, like, why would she do this? Was she just like, man, I am so sick of this marriage. How am I going to get rid of him? Well, I know he doesn't like cats. Goes to pet shelter. Yeah, can I just get like all your cats? Oh shit,
maybe it's one of those
550.
things
All right.
Where it's like, you might go to the pet shelter to get a cat, and then it's like, oh, I can't. They're like,
But
their
the joke-
sisters there, and you're like, oh, I can't not get both the cats because I
And then
can't
they're best
separate
friends.
these two.
But they're cousins.
But the joke's on her though, because after the divorce goes through, what are you going to do with 550 cats?
I mean, it's obvious that she's going to take 225 and he's going to take 225.
Oh, of course. I
Dave-
didn't think of that.
Dave, if she was thinking about what her husband thought of or would do with these cats, I don't think they'd have gone to court anyway.
You may.
So I think
you
she's
may have
fine.
a point. I maybe you have a point there.
You know what? The 101 Dalmatians don't got shit on this woman.
No, they don't. Well, to be fair, it was originally 15, and then they inherited like 75 more puppies. So, have you seen the movie? That's how the movie works.
I'm not up on my 101 Dalmatians lore. I'm afraid.
Do it. Do it.
Oh, dude, you're not a Dalmite?
A dull night? All right, you know what? I'm moving on after that one. Article number 2. Jeez. Article number 2.
Yeah, Mark, that was funny.
Man with cat denied entry by Florida strip club. Arrested. Everett Lages tried to enter a Murdoch, Florida strip joint last week with a kitten, but when they were both refused entry, he repeatedly called 911. Deputies arrested Lages for misusing 911 and on other charges. Deputies were called to the Emerald City Gentlemen's Club in Murdoch on South Florida's Golf Course shortly after 9 p.m. last Tuesday after the owner told Lages, 47, to leave the kitty. Instead, Lages...
47.
Nah. Instead, Lages sat down outside the business and called 911. When the deputies spoke to Lages, they noted that he appeared intoxicated. They told him he needed to leave the premises and insisted in calling a taxi for him. When the taxi arrived, Lages wouldn't cooperate with the driver. Instead, he began yelling and causing a disturbance and insisted the club owner had committed a crime by denying entry to him and the cat. He kept on calling 911 on his cell phone, even though deputies were already on the scene. Lages was under arrest and had been forcibly restrained. He was booked into Charlotte County Jail, charges of misuse of 911, disorderly conduct, trespassing, and being held on $4,000 bond. The cat is reportedly in the custody of animal control.
Okay, Max. You have a kitten.
Yes.
You want to get into a strip club.
Yes.
What are you telling the bouncer as you stroll up with your kitten?
I've got nothing. Sorry.
There are so many low-hanging fruits here.
I
right
know,
now.
I was
I
expecting
didn't wanna-
to hit them all.
Look, I didn't want to. We're not trashy on this podcast, okay?
Oh, yeah.
oh,
We're
really?
not trashy. We're totally legit, and we talk about news. We're
Max,
important.
to be fair, I think you're the trashiest of them all.
Yeah, and even I'm not that trashy.
A moral standard that Max wants to use right now. It's amazing. Quite the upset.
Yeah, my moral standard just varies from each episode.
See,
Crazy.
Okay.
2 articles, and we've already had 551 cats.
It's crazy, huh? It's a new record.
It's
I was
bonkers.
just about to say, the lady probably adopted this cat as soon as it was taken away from the man.
From Florida?
So is the
Come
cat
on down.
Is it in like a cage? Like a little cat cage? Or is he just like holding it?
He's holding it.
Oh shit.
He just
Cats
shows
aren't-
up. with his
Easy to
fedora
hold.
with the feather on it, and he's just got the kitten and he's stroking it. He's like, "Yeah, let me in." And
He's got
the
like
bouncers.
under an arm.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, clearly the bouncer is a dog person.
Clearly.
the
dude,
bouncer's
if he-
dog, the bounty hunter.
It could be.
Dude, okay, so I'm assuming, well, he was drunk, and I'm assuming he was kind of trashy just for being drunk and 47 and having a cat and going to a strip club. But if you were a bouncer at a strip club, we have a lot of if yous in this episode.
Apparently.
But if you were
Yep.
a bouncer at a strip club and like this well-dressed gentleman comes up with like a cane and a top hat and a cat, would you tell him he could go in?
I mean, if it's my job, yeah, but
That seems kind of like eccentric.
But hold on, what if he offers me like what if he slides like $100 bill in my pocket? Would I be like, maybe I have to let him in with the cat? Or I could just turn around.
Counter offer. What if instead of the $100 bill, he just decides to call 911 repeatedly?
Yeah, he just doesn't stop.
Well, that's what he did.
Exactly.
I'm calling 911. The cops are already here, sir. I'm doing it again. All right. Good luck with that. I can imagine if they're wrestling him down.
Like,
if they're
Cat
wrestling him
911.
down, cat 911. Okay.
Meow. Thank you for calling.
because like it's an injustice against the cat more than him.
Shit.
I
This
can.
guy's a speciest. Speciest? I don't even know what to
Species.
call it.
I can imagine him being wrestled down while the cat's being held in his hands. The poor cat is just like squished under the guy's stomach. That's what. Now you're sad. Not the part where he's animal control, but the squishing part.
I don't like squishy. Marks, I
We
believe
really
this
are
article.
learning a lot. Pardon?
I believe this article.
I 100% believe this article. The whole Florida thing gives it away.
Florida does that. Florida does that. Let me tell you.
Oh, you need to stop mentioning Florida.
Well, what's
crossing that one off the list.
article number 3? The Foreign Secretary just denied that the Foreign Office cat is an EU spy. The Foreign Secretary has been forced to deny that the new Foreign Office cat is actually a spy for the European Union. Palmerston, the cat, arrived in the department last month after being recruited from Battersea Dogs and Cats Home to deal with a mouse infestation. But Philip Hammond faced questions on Tuesday as to whether the 2-year-old Moggy was in fact a mole working for the European Commission. Tory MP Keith Simpson pointed out that the Chancellor George Osborne's cat Freya had access to the Foreign Office and number 10, and it was thought that she might have been got at by it was thought that she might have been got at by a foreign power. Easy for me to say. Hammond replied,
It's those foreign powers, Dave. You can't
you
have your
trust
way.
him. You can't trust him, especially with cats. Hammond replied, he is definitely not a mole, and I can categorically assure you that Palmerston has been regularly vetted. As for being a sleeper, he is definitely a sleeper. I am told very often in my office.
Oh my god.
That's cute.
But unlike Freya, who went missing for 2 years, his attendance record has been 100%. My experts tell me that pretty much rules out the possibility of him being a commission employee. Hammond said Palmerston the cat was performing his duties as Chief Mauser to the Foreign Office more than satisfactorily and had so far caught 3 mice.
So, the cat's definitely a small Asian man from Ocean's 11. That's as soon as they leave out of the office, he like unzips the costume and then like steps out and starts taking pictures of all the important documents before sending it back to his crew.
While doing flips?
Oh, 100% while doing flips.
Yes,
Even
they
though
don't-
there's no lasers or anything, he's doing
Yes,
flips.
he's just, they watch him from the cameras like, why is he flipping around? What's going on here?
Flips that well. Like, why wouldn't you flip around?
Exactly. And think about this too. The cat is a pretty agile creature, right? He would fit right in.
He would.
Just doing cat flips.
Aren't
People
their
would be
knees
like, oh,
backwards?
okay. What?
Like their knees.
What?
Aren't
Wait,
they
say that again?
backwards? Cats.
Are
Do
you
cats
asking?
have backwards knees?
Is that what you're
Backwards
asking?
knees, right?
You're- You're kind of the cat expert here, Max. I don't know, do they?
You're the one who has a cat. You tell us.
Hey, not anymore.
Oh my god.
I think they are. Because, like, their ankles are forwards.
Wait,
What?
so is this like a horse situation then? Like, fingers?
No, I don't think they're fingers. I just think... Because have you ever seen a cat, like, lay down? And it's like it puts its paws underneath it?
What's wrong with you?
I don't know if I'm following what you're saying, and I'm trying
like-
really hard.
All right, look, I can't believe I looked at this. Felines have an elbow-like hinge joint on each front limb and a condylar knee-like joint on each back limb. This means that a cat has 2 elbows and 2 knees. How about that? Does that answer your
Okay.
question?
So cat knees are backwards.
I guess they're elbows. Which would make the front legs arms.
I guess
Oh
so.
my God.
Way.
Or not. So, cat arms.
Yeah, so I guess cat arms have backwards elbows.
We've
They're like...
been doing a lot of animals lately.
I don't see how this doesn't make sense.
Oh my
I'm trying to imagine it right now, but I've never owned a cat, so like this
Have
is
you guys
all like,
ever seen a cat before?
Yes!
Yes!
But this
But
is
like-
not something we think about.
They just like... Their legs just like fold in on themselves when they sit down.
Matt.
I'm like doing the thing with my arm right now, and that doesn't
Yeah,
seem
you
too
can't do it
unnormal.
because your elbows aren't backwards.
What? I am very confused.
Max, how in the hell have you made this podcast even dumber than what it's supposed to be?
Okay, I'm not even trying this time. Like,
That's
I
the
say a lot
worst
of
part.
dumb things.
It's naturally dumb.
I'm like doing it right now. Like if you hold your arm out, in
Mines,
front
you
of
can't do
right?
it.
No,
That's
no.
the
Hold your
point.
arm out in front of you, and then bring your palm away from you, and then bring the back of your hand to your face. You can do that. Isn't that basically what the cat is doing?
Oh, I guess.
So we can do it too.
I don't.
So is this cat a spy or not?
Listen, the Russians have been meddling with everything lately. This cat, 100% a small Russian man
This
in a
article's-
cat costume.
Weirdly cute.
I think it's real.
It's like I think it's fake, but it's also. I don't know. Like it
I'm gonna-
seems
I think it's
almost
fake,
like a
but it's
cute
also
tongue-in-cheek response to like a dumb.
Yeah, but that's like.
assertion.
Listen, I'm going to move on to article number 4 because I don't want any weird things coming out of your mouth anymore from this article, Max.
Oh,
I'm
if
still
we-
doing the
you know,
arm thing
if we
right
were-
now.
if
Cat
we were,
elbows.
You know, if we were counting the articles in French, this one would be it'd be like un, deux, trois, cat. So this is
Isn't it
article
quatre?
number- Cat.
It's quatre.
No, that's not. It's pronounced cat.
No.
It's spelled. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure, Max. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf.
Is it?
Okay, hey, Dave, article number 4. Let's get it.
I have given up on this episode.
Article
number
right.
Article number 4.
Un, deux, trois, quatre.
Shut
Oh,
up.
Shit, it is quatre.
You-
What the fuck was I thinking?
Shut up, Max. I don't lost control of this episode. Article number 4. Cat is summoned for jury duty in Boston. Court rejects owner's appeal to disqualify him. Boston resident Sal Esposito has been called to jury duty, but there's one thing standing in the way of his ability to serve.
Wait,
He's a cat.
no.
Massachusetts couple Anna and Guy Esposito received the jury duty summons for their feline friend this month, who they said had listed as a household resident on the 2010 census.
Oh my God.
Sal is a member of the family, so I listed him on the last census form under pets. But there has clearly have been a mix-up. Anna Esposito said, I read the whole thing and I said, oh my God, how could he go? He's a cat. I was shocked, added Anna's husband Guy. Though he said Sal, a fan of crime shows, knows right and wrong, because of course he does. Anna filed to have her pet disqualified from the service requirement on the grounds he is unable to speak and understand English. She even included a letter from her vet explaining that Sal is not a human being, but a domestic short-haired neutered feline. The court rejected the request, and as things stand, Sal will have to report for duty to Suffolk Superior Crown Court in Boston on March 23rd. And what if Sal's the cat is asked to weigh in on the case? Quote, he'll probably do a meow for the answer. End quote.
I am so conflicted about this one. Because on one hand, it could totally be fake news, and it's like, this was beautifully written, and it's fantastic. But on the other hand, this speaks a lot about our justice system and how basically all of the civil system works and how it fails. So I don't know which one to pick here.
At its worst. It's either satire at its finest or bureaucracy at its worst, Marks.
Exactly. That was actually a great way to sum it. But
Take your pick.
oh no, I don't know what to do.
Well,
What would you do?
There is one more article after this, so keep that in mind.
That's true. But like, what would you do if like you did not commit a crime,
Okay.
and then next thing you know, you're in court because some camera caught you as like this crime was happening. So you show up to court, you're like, listen, man, wasn't me. You even caught me on camera, but it wasn't me. And then, thank you.
Excellent.
You're on a
Well
roll
done.
with it.
I'll allow it.
But and then you're sitting there, and then they go, what does the jury think? And all you hear is a meow, and you look over, and it's a cat. And
Just
then the judge looks
550
back at
cats. They're the jury.
That's a damn big jury.
you. Meow, 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 meow. And then it's one of those things that, like, you know how, like, when animals just kind of, like, look at you, and then people are just like, oh, my God, you're totally right. And then the next thing you know, you hear a meow, and the judge goes, you're totally right. He is guilty. Guilty. And then you're fucked.
And then you get the death penalty.
Yeah. Death by cat. Death by meow.
They just like swarm out of the jury and smother you. That's terrifying.
No. And that was the last meow that anyone ever heard.
That's right.
Fuck. This is hard.
It really is. This is a tricky one. All jokes aside, like, I don't know.
Yeah, all jokes aside.
Yeah, that's what we're. That's what we have to do when we don't have jokes. We just have to make noises.
Well, how about if I say article number 5, and maybe this will change everything.
Let's do it.
Article number 5. Death row inmate demands to be served the cat as his last meal.
Jesus, fuck. Oh, Christ.
The Colorado Department of Corrections has announced this morning that it has declined a prisoner's last meal request for the first time in its history after an inmate demanded to be served a fattened cat. 40.
I don't want a normal cat.
I don't
want a
want
motherfucking
stringy.
Garfield.
47-year-old, there's that number again. 47-year-old Jason Dunlop was executed last night at the Colorado State Penitentiary for killing a couple of hitchhikers in the city of Greeley in 2007. According to the penitentiary tradition respected by most American states, he was offered a last meal of his choice. Correctional Officer Ramon Sanchez says he was totally shocked when he collected the paper on which Mr. Dunlap had written his request. Quote, he had simply written a big fat cat and a 12-pack of beer. I thought he was kidding at first and was totally shocked when I realized he was serious. Unsurprisingly, Mr. Dunlop's request was declined, and he was served 2 slices of cheese pizza, a chocolate bar, and a cup of black coffee from the prison's canteen. The ritual associated with the prisoner's last meal is usually respected in most American states where the death penalty is practiced, except in Texas, where an unusual case led to it being abolished.
I mean, okay. If
So
you
he
were the
had to have
prison
eaten a
guard,
cat before, right?
I mean, he must have. He was hungering for it. He was 100% hungry.
He had to have eaten enough cats to know that a fat one is better.
Just imagine they were like, okay. And so then they found like, I don't know, a cat and were just like, well, this cat's basically dead. Oh, now it just stopped breathing. All right, cool. Let's serve it up. And then they bring it to him and he eats it. He's like, this wasn't fat enough. What are you doing? Do it again.
Then you delay his execution. It's
Holy
foolproof.
shit, that was the plan.
You just can't find a cat fat enough so you can kill him.
I like the idea of him looking out a window through his prison cell, and he just see random cats go by, and like, man, that's delicious.
Like, fuck, that looks tasty. Like, damn.
Ooh, I could use a big fat cat right now.
Big fat cat.
What would you do if you saw that this was the prisoner's last request? Like,
I would not serve it to him.
Yeah, like what are our options? Like,
I don't know.
like yeah, I'd say no.
He's either a yes or a no, and I think they made the wise decision. So,
I'd like to think they were just like, oh yeah, can I get like a cat? And they're like, oh yeah, for sure. Well, we're just gonna go over here and okay, get him right now. Boom. Okay, we're good.
I would double his death penalty.
How do you double a death penalty? You kill him, bring him back to life, and kill him again?
Yeah. I just like it wouldn't do anything, but I just like write it. I would be like he wanted to eat a cat, and then
The
just
rare-
put, like 2x death penalty.
The rare double death penalty.
Yeah. Like,
Okay, so I don't actually know how these death penalties things like work, but I imagine that someone at least like tells him like all of the crimes that he's been like charged for, like right before he dies, to like be like, this is why you're getting the death penalty. Blah, you did A, B, C. You know, you killed a couple of hitchhikers, and then you wanted to eat a fucking cat. So like, yeah, you're done.
What if he didn't? He didn't have the death penalty, and he just like.
He just
Yeah,
He
like
just wants
he had the ability to like appeal it or whatever, but because he asked for the cat, there's like no.
no,
God.
you're a psycho. That's it. You're done. Get out.
Yeah, you're going to hell, buddy. Like, I'm sending you there.
Oh man. All right, Dave, go through all 5 articles again.
Yes, I will. All right. So article number 1: cat divorce. Israeli man divorces wife over 550 cats. Article number 2: man with cat denied entry by Florida strip club, also arrested. Article number 3: the foreign secretary just denied that the foreign office cat is an EU spy. Article number 4: cat is summoned for jury duty in Boston. Court rejects owner's appeal to disqualify him. Article number 5: death row inmate demands to be served a cat as his last meal. Marks and Max, would you please discuss?
All right, buddy. What do you think?
Are we down to 2? I think we're down to 2.
I am personally down to 2. Are you down to 2?
I'm down to 2.
Okay, which 2 are you down to?
3 and 4.
Really?
Oh, Marks.
Oh no. 550 cats?
Oh shit! When you say it like that.
550. I'm going to go out and I'm going to adopt 550 cats. That sounds like something someone would do.
Well, I don't think asking to eat a fat cat or going to a strip club with your cat is something someone would do either. Like
But those,
normally.
You raised a brilliant point. How would you even transport 550 cats? Let's get in my catmobile, everybody. Let's go. Like,
Okay, what's the other one you're fucking down to then?
the other one is, what do you call it? The summon for jury duty.
Really?
Yeah,
You believe the third one?
I do.
That is written very sketchily. Mark.
Wait,
It
hold on.
is.
Wait, Max, don't you believe in the jury duty as well?
No, that's the other one I'm skeptical of.
Oh, okay.
I'm skeptical of 3 and 4.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh, I don't.
550
I don't know,
cats
Max.
doesn't seem that bizarre.
Really? You would go out and you would adopt 550
No,
cats.
I wouldn't do it, Marks. We don't judge these art. Does that mean everything else? Like you would do these things? You'd go to a strip club. You'd eat a cat. Is that how you judge these?
No, but like I'm saying, even like crazy people, like how would you logistically do 550 cats?
It can't be that hard.
I will say
It'd be annoying.
disagree.
It'd be difficult.
I could say this, Marks. The only thing I can think of, and I can't believe I'm trying to help you guys out, is either use pickup trucks, like a bunch of them, or have a semi.
So you need a cat truck to transport 550 cats, and cats don't drive very well. Like this is going to be a bad time.
Cats don't drive well. You put them in the back in a cage. They're not like loose around the car.
No, he means like they don't have opposable thumbs. They can't reach the pedals either.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I apologize.
It was
How
only
silly
keyboard
of me.
cat. That cat is like, damn.
I bet 550 cats could drive a car.
Are they gonna make like a cat Voltron? Like cats assemble, and then they turn into this giant humanoid figure.
What's the least amount of cats that could drive a car?
Easily
It's
50.
gotta be like 3 or 4, right?
They'd have to. I think they'd have to be pretty heavy.
I mean, because they only need one for the pedal, one for the brake, one for the steering wheel. I'm also basing
guess.
this off of Dalmatians because I'm pretty sure 3 Dalmatians drove in 101 Dalmatians.
Sorry, I told you I'm not familiar with 101 Dalmatian lore.
You really need to get onto this Dalmatians lore, man. It's pretty deep. It's 101
Apparently.
spots deep.
All right, I'm forcing your hand, guys. Pick.
Number 3.
Oh fuck.
Hands down,
Okay.
100%.
I'm going with number 4.
All right, so Max, you're going with the Foreign Secretary Cat Spy. And Marks, you are going with the cat being summoned for jury duty.
Oh, I don't want to.
You have time.
I am going to. Where was the 550 cats?
It was in Israel.
I'm gonna go with jury duty.
Dude, the foreign the foreign one just didn't seem like it had that much information
All right, so
in it. Okay,
All right, so-
yeah, I think I'm okay. With
all right,
number
so
3.
Max is going with Cat Spy, right?
Yes.
All right, he's going for the Cat Spy, and Marks is going with Jury Duty Cat. All right, so
Jury cat.
Jury Cat. All right, so let's get this one out of the way. Let's run it down. First true article. Man with cat denied entry by Florida strip club arrested is true. You guys figured that out real
Obviously,
fast.
of course.
CBSnews.com. The next article. Cat divorce. Israeli man divorces wife over her 550 cats
Ooh.
is true. Reported
Oh my
by the
God, it's the death
Huffington
row.
Post.
It's the death row.
The foreign secretary just denied
no.
that the foreign office cat is an EU spy is true from BuzzFeed.com.
What kind of fucking article and title is that?
It's BuzzFeed, man. That's what they do.
All right, so the final two is either the jury duty cat or death row last meal cat.
Uh-oh, Marcus, when he does it like this.
The last true article, according to NewYorkDailyNews.com, cat is summoned for jury duty in Boston. Court rejects owner's appeal to disqualify him. The fake news article of the day from my favorite satire website,
God
World
damn it.
News Daily Report. Death row inmate demands to be served a cat as his last meal.
I'm at a loss for words right now, Max. We got hoodwinked.
Marcus,
We got catnapped.
I had to change,
I don't win every time.
but
But almost every other time I've been at least suspicious of the fake article.
That's true.
This one,
like
even
fucking-
if I don't say it out loud, I'm still a little iffy. I was
Oh, okay.
100%.
All right.
No, I was I'm 95%, but I'm maybe it's.
You're like that
you know what I
kid
mean?
who's just you're all playing a game, like one of those resistance types games where no one knows all of their things, and then you lose early, and then you're like, oh, I knew it all along. I was just playing my part in the game.
Yeah,
I knew it. I
I'm
knew
just
it.
saying, I have a little bit of doubt, right? I'll have a lot of doubt about one, but I'll have a little bit of doubt about the other, right?
Yes. Okay.
This one I was 100% sure it was true.
This blindsided me too.
Yeah, this
100%
took me
thought it was
out.
I had to change one word from the title, and this is what the actual title of the article is: this death row inmate demands to be served a live cat as his last meal. I think that would have been a giveaway.
I don't know, man. You might have gotten away with that one.
A live cat? Seriously?
Yeah, but death row inmates are already pretty fucking bonkers anyway.
It's true.
I'm assuming. Sorry to any death row inmates who listen to our podcast.
Because it's just like if you were on death row, right? It's you've literally got nothing to lose.
Didn't
You're
some
you know
dude try
what?
to need a Bible?
I hope death row inmates. I hope you have a good day because it could be your last.
Oh,
What happened there? Who said that?
oh no. All right, well, congratulations, Dave. You
Host with
hoodwinked
the
us.
most.
Yeah, that was
oh my
good. Fuck.
God, that was really good. I am still surprised. Very surprised. Shook to the core, actually. Shook to the cat core. I'm bringing this all around. Okay,
What?
well, anyways. Listen, man, it's...
What?
He knows what he's saying, I think.
What are you bringing around?
I was looking at pictures of cats, okay? You sent me... This episode sent me down that rabbit hole. I'm like, oh, these cats are cute. All right, well, anyways, thank you for listening to this cat-full episode of Absurdist News. If you enjoyed it, then consider subscribing or maybe leave us a review because that's how we climb up the charts, and then that's how other people can go and check out our podcast. As well as you, if you have a friend who enjoys listening to podcasts, listening to people talk about funny stuff while they're commuting to work or something like that, this is perfect. We're only about 40 minutes per episode, so hey, perfect commute time, especially if
We're
you live in
officially
Toronto.
40 now, huh?
Listen, I'm looking at the timer right now. We're on average. Sounds about right. But anyways, if you want to check out all of the articles for this week, then head on over to absurdistnews.wordpress.com. If you want to interact with us, we're also on Twitter at absurdist_news. We're on there talking with all sorts of cool, fun podcasts. And actually, we're working on some fun little stuff right now. A little bit of a story based off of a certain federal agent team. But more on that later. Anyways, I think that's everything that had to be said. Am I forgetting something?
I want to say rate, review, subscribe, but I wasn't paying attention again.
Yeah, I wasn't really listening either. Good job,
I was
Mike.
putting the article. I was putting the articles into the place so we can put them on our website.
Yeah,
so.
I was watching Dave's articles show up in our chat.
He was making sure I was doing it correctly.
One sense. You can also engage your other senses. All right. Well, anyways, congratulations, Dave. You beat us again.
Yes.
Damn it.
Those cats, man, they're tricky.
Those cats, they'll just sneak up on you, and then next thing you know, you're dead. Last thing you heard was a meow. That's how they get you.
That's
but
right.
I think I'm hosting next week. I think I can comfortably say that. And I'm pretty excited for what I've got lined up for you guys.
Oh, okay.
Well, we'll see how it goes. But anyways, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Absurdist News. I'm Marks.
I'm Max.
I'm Dave.
And tune in next Wednesday for another episode of Absurdist News.
Meow.
Gotcha.